It's Pete that the General, to know of the podcast. You keep your body clean, nah? Yeah.
Are you really comfortable with all of that thing? What you trying to say?
Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want to congratulate. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah. I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole juice, man, I'm looking at the screen like he preached. Cause I was on the phone with him. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that he getting up there and he keeping it all the way phone. What them little niggas be saying? He ain't cloud chase, he ain't capping, he ain't doing none of that. Like, he ain't trying to make himself look, you know, he letting his legacy speak. I like that shit. Like, let your legacy.
I already know what it is. Sound, you heard me? Speak that nothing general to know that a podcast. Keep your body clean, huh? Yeah. You heard me? Second interview with you know what I'm saying, Brand Week, the third edition, you heard me? Man, shout out Osama Clothing, you know what I'm saying? Fire interview. Hold on, y'all. So I got my guest here, you know what I'm saying? He had it from this is story. But let him tell it. Before I bring him on, shout out the sponsors, you know what I'm saying? You heard me? The Bundle Gang, you heard me? The apparel, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go check that out. The Bundle Gang, you know what I'm saying? No spaces. Let's get to it, Jeremy. Yo?
Yo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm great, baby. Thanks for having me.
Man, I thank you for accepting my offer and coming on the show, man. So you want to shout your people out or you want to start? You want to get straight into it, you hear me?
And let's get into it.
So I got your logo in the background, right? Before we get into you, to define D12 music for us, you hear me?
Well, actually, V12 Music Group is a subsidiary under my parent company. The parent company is V12 Worldwide. And V12 Worldwide is an entertainment company.
Hold up, Bucci. Let me put some respect on your name. You hear me? V12 Worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
V12 Worldwide.
Yes, sir. Why don't you define V12 Worldwide for us in New Orleans and the surrounding area?
Yeah, V12 Worldwide is, like I said, it's an entertainment company. And underneath that parent company is a couple of subsidiary companies. V12 Studios is our main company, our main business, our core business. And then we also have V12, the label, V12 Management, and those collectively is V12 Music Group. Then we also have V12 Multimedia, which is our film and production company. We also have V12 Clothing Company, which where we do all our merchandise and all our clothing. And we also have a food product, which is called Sound Bites. And it's a food item that's basically a mini empanada.
Hold up, baby. Wait. I'm sorry, right? This is a Two Nola podcast first. You got a food item?
Yeah, I got a food item, man. I created this basically for the studio clients. You know, one thing I always would say that if you can find a solution to a problem, then you're going to make money. And we had an issue where, clients wanted food. And when I originally opened, I had a snack machine, a vending machine, but it only had like cold items and snacks. They wanted a hot food product. And I didn't want them to stop their sessions to order food or have people coming in. So we created a food item that was bite-sized, quick to, you could cook it quick because they was pre-made, pre-rolled, like an empanada, like a meat pie. Think of a beef patties, for lack of a better term.
Like a quick meal.
A quick meal, like a hot pocket, almost something like that. And we had different flavors in it: pizza, salmon, taco, cheeseburger, um, and Philly cheesesteak was the original flavors that we started with. So there you could order a couple of different items, something quick, not messy. You don't need a fork or spoon. You could just bite size eat it, and you can keep doing what you're doing. You can keep creating and not have to stop and eat like that. But it was that's what the whole purpose of it was for our clients. And it was such a big hit that we started selling it to people who didn't even come to the studio for the recording part. They just came to get the sound bites.
But let me ask you this, because like I said, I have well, my engineer has a studio. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of artists and everything watching. Do you ship? Can they order sound bites from you?
Yeah, you can order them. What we try to do now is figure out how to scale this business. So I'll have to make them and freeze them and ship them off, send them out, and then you have to drop them either in an air fryer or like what we have at the studio. We have a deep fryer, small deep fryer here, and you fry them for
Yeah.
about 3 or 4 minutes, and they're ready and they're hot and they're fresh.
Man, you make sure you get back with me when y'all do start that, man, so I can put it out to you. There go my producer right there. Put it OG guy. Man, tell my producer what you got one more time. They call soundbite. Put it, man. He about to trip you out, man.
Yeah, we created this food product, a food item called Sound Bites, and it's a mini empanada, which is a pastry, meat-filled pastry, and inside we got flavors like pizza, taco, Philly cheesesteak, salmon, and pizza, taco, Philly cheesesteak, cheeseburger, and salmon. And they come frozen. We roll them, we hand roll them, and then we freeze them. And when it's time to drop them, we just drop them in the fryer for 4 minutes, and they're ready. And I made a sauce to go with them, like a dipping sauce. We call it boss sauce because it goes with everything.
This is two Northern first. You heard me? And I salute you. This is what it's all about. Man,
Hey, I'm about to
uh,
go. I'm about to walk into the to my lobby real quick and then show you. I gotta show you the advertisement. If you can see, this how they look
send it to me. I'm gonna put your promo together.
for sure. And
Let him see it one
I
more
also
time.
want to say, Brandon Wheat, man, we like the king of the brands, bro. Like I got this brand on everything.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Clothes.
OT status. Yes, Dad. Yeah. Okay.
This is our
Okay.
hallway right here. If you go into one of the studios, everywhere you see is branded, it's all on everything.
What you in a man? It's like a big mansion or something. OG, what you doing over there?
You can say that, man. We got a couple of rooms.
Yeah, man. Walk us through, man.
It's one of our rooms. Production room here. You got producers. It's where the producers be at in here. When you're walking down the hallway, this is another one of our studios. Come in. I don't know if you can see that, but that's V12, man.
And look, I salute it. I salute it. Man, you got a whole sauce, nigga. OG, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? It's past the music. Man, you didn't tap into a market that he didn't tap into. Snoop Dogg tap, right? Let's take it back. All this started in South Carolina, right?
Right. Small little
Let's take
town.
it back. So my producer said, where can we get it at?
The sound bites?
What you talking about, Putty? But why why he getting this question together? Let us know how it is. You heard me in South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? For New Orleans and the surrounding areas, you heard me in your accounts. I wasn't growing up in South Carolina, OG. Is it quiet? Is it violent? Y'all living like that? You heard me? Chilling. let us know how your childhood was growing up in South Carolina.
Well, yeah, I grew up in a small town in South Carolina, um, real close knit community. The town that I grew up in, it was small. You knew everybody. We all was like family. Um, I grew up. My parents, they was in the church. That's what my real name is Moses. That's my real name. But when I got in the game, I wanted to, have like an alias. So I came up with MOSSIAH. I didn't want to be Messiah because that's God. MOSSIAH, that's seeking God. I came up with that name. And that's just from my background of growing up in the church. And like I said, it was a close-knit society, a community that I grew up in. It was slow because it was the country. But I always had big dreams and I wanted to do bigger things, and I couldn't do that down there in the country. So I went to school in Columbia, which is the capital of South Carolina, which is a bigger city. We still got a small city like Atlanta. Atlanta's a big city, but it's a small town kind of vibe in Atlanta, and that's how it is here in Columbia. You got your big city, areas, and then you got the small areas. You ain't too far from the country. You can ride 20 minutes and you in the woods. So, but it's a beautiful place. It's a lot here, and it's growing. It's right now, Columbia, South Carolina, is one of the most populous, fastest growing cities in America right now.
Y'all ain't got jambalaya.
Now we don't got jambalaya,
Y'all
man. We,
got king
we
cake.
do
Y'all
we
ain't
do
got
like red rice. Yeah, we do
yeah.
like red rice and sausage. You know what I'm saying? We don't got the.
It's all good. So, what it say? Yeah, where can he find? Where can he get some sound bites? You heard me for his studio.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to ship them to you, bro, because they're exclusive. These are nowhere in the world. This is something I created. Some God gave me the vision, and I put it together, and I created. And there's nothing like this in the entire world. And right now, we're trying to figure out how to scale this thing. How to take it to the next level. So, all right, now I got to get my recipe down, because that's something I just do. I make them all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I created it. I make them, and
You a cook too?
I sell them. What'd you say?
You a cook too?
I mean, I won't say I'm a cook, man, but I know how to cook, and I cook very well. But you know what I mean? It's just something that I do. I enjoy doing it, and it's like rolling dope up, man. That's how I feel when I'm in the kitchen making this stuff up, bro. Like rolling
Man,
my
from one
product,
cook
man.
to another.
Boom 'em.
From one cook to another. I feel what you're putting down. You know what I'm saying? But you were teased as a child. You see what I'm saying? And it kind of spoke the monster. It spoke the beast within you. Uh, what exactly what were you teased about? And what did that do to spark all of this?
Man, it's just I just wanted to be great, man. I wanted to do something greater than what was expected. Me coming from where I'm coming from, there's not a lot of success stories. And I even remember having a teacher in high school who said nobody from our area is going to ever amount to anything. And for me, that was like, yo, I'm gonna prove you wrong. And that's just
The
really what sparked me.
team?
A teacher, a white
Yeah.
she was what she taught, like it was algebra or something like that. She was a math teacher, trigonometry, something like that. And she just made that statement, and I don't know if she knew what she was saying, but that shit sparked me. Like, I'm gonna prove you wrong, lady. And that's just what has been my motivation, to prove her in the world wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm somebody. I'm gonna be somebody. You know what I mean? And that's been my motivation.
Put it in the time that he can't cook. It's all good. Put it in, you good. And not everybody could do it. Put it. Not everybody can do it. Get you some sound bites. You know what I'm saying? When he get them, and then you gonna taste how I feel to cook yourself. Saying it's a thing. So
Cook with the love, bro. Like, that's what it is, man. You cook with the love, and it comes out, man. The people love these things, and I'm just excited to see them enjoy themselves. Like that's what I want to do. I always want to give a product that helps people, you know, that brings them joy, you know, evoke emotion. So that's one of my proud moments, man, when I see somebody eat them and they be like, yo, every time they eat them, they say, man, you got something. You know, you don't even hear that about a food. You might be like, oh, this good, it's cool, yeah, I like it. But to say, boy, you got something, that's
You
different.
know what you know what you don't hear? You don't hear entrepreneur black man from South Carolina with a food. That's what you don't hear. You don't hear entrepreneur black man with a soap that doesn't work in that business, right? You an innovator, you want something, and I salute you for that. Put you ahead, man. Stop hating on us cooks, man. Just that food. What age did you realize that you wanted to be a host for the rest of your life? You heard me?
I'm sorry, bro, you break it up a little bit.
At what age did you realize that you wanted to be a boss for the rest of your life? You heard me?
I would say, man, it was probably like in middle school. You know, we used to have debates all the time. My friends, you know, they always um, talked about athletes and entertainers and how much money they was making. You know, like Michael Jordan make millions a year, but it hit me like, you know, somebody paid Jordan, somebody paid these athletes, somebody owned this franchise, and I wanted to know more about those people, and I wanted to be in that position. I want to be the one that pay these salaries, you know. So I like imagine what kind of money they making. So that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of how it started.
Absolutely, absolutely not. You showed us the studio, the lake. You talked about the brand, the food. This all started from managing clubs, correct?
Exactly. That's exactly it. Started off when I was able to procure a club back in I think about 10 years ago. I got a chance to open up a club because I used to do promotions, parties. I started off as a promoter from college, but I got a chance to get a club, and then I had to come up with a name for that club. And in the midst of me trying to come up with names, you know, I had 9 names down, and I whittled that down to 3 names and that I liked. And then I went around with my friends, close people around me, which name you like the best? And everybody said V12. And that was the birth. I took V12, and that was the name of it was a club, but I didn't call it a club because in my city, club got a kind of bad connotation. You know, you think club, you just thinking it's a bad name for clubs. So I just called it V12 in the Vista. And the Vista was an area like 5 Points or the Bourbon Street. You know, it was an area, a nice, sophisticated area in Columbia.
It
And I called it
was a
V12 in
block.
the Vista. That's the name of the club. And I managed the club with my management company to separate it from the ownership of the club. So I created V12 Management, which managed the club.
Gang, gang. I'm real entrepreneur, like, you know what I'm saying? You got such elderly, like, studio of the year, the label of the year. Yeah, I see you smiling. I see. I did my homework. I did my homework. Yeah, I
Yeah,
did my homework. But
yeah.
um,
Since we
those are
talking, let me
things
go
like
show you. Let me show you some of the trophies in the trophy case right quick.
yes,
Since we
sir.
talking
Yes,
about it,
sir. Yes, sir. I did my homework. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you can see
Well,
those.
kind of walk us through each. I'm gonna give you the flow. So if I disappear, I'm still here. I'm just behind the scenes. Kind of walk us through each trophy and what you got it for and what it took for you to get there. You got some nice ass chairs, OG. That's the second chair. I just I'll pay attention to everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's the second. Yeah, yeah. But take us through your
I tell you,
story, you
I'm a
heard me?
designer, man, so it got to be right. This is one of my most proud ones right here, and this is an icon award that I was given, and you know it just means a lot for people to look at me as an icon because I've been doing this thing for a long time on a high level. Um, See, that's one. Let's see what this is right here. This is one of my artists got international artists. You know, we put out music that has went around the world. We do some Afrobeat stuff. One of my artists is an Afrobeat artist, and his music is playing in Africa and South America, Europe. This right
I
here is
got
about
I got an artist. I got an artist. He on the charts and everything. His name is Ice Nino. He from Sierra Leone. You heard me. So
okay.
maybe they
Connect,
could
connect.
exactly.
Show,
Exactly.
show.
My bad for
This
cutting you
this
off.
was
Do
my
your thing.
very first Studio of the Year award right here. Very first one. That was like 2015. This one here is probably this is the most recent one. This is Record Label of the Year right there. Let's see this one here, another Studio of the Year right there. Let's see what this one here is. Another Record Label of the Year. I know this one here. This says
God
another one say
damn, you still
another
pulling.
Record Label of the
You
Year.
still pulling. You still pulling from the page. That's
Yeah.
Dang.
This
Absolutely.
it ain't all of
Absolutely.
them. This just some of the, you know what I'm saying, some of the ones that I got
Man,
around.
so boy, you do your thing, man. So smash you
Another one,
all up.
another one here, man. So, you know, um, God is good, bro. You know what I mean? To be recognized for doing what you love to do, it's a wonderful thing. Yeah, I'll let you
So
see
I'm
the
since,
lobby.
since you said that, while you showing us the lobby, right? I'm gonna kind of jump around. I was gonna ask you this later, right? Wait, hold on. Show that lobby one more time. Hold on. Back up. The lobby?
It's the lobby. This is Zach, one of
Like
our
your take.
this is Zach, one of our producers, engineers.
What's up, Zach? You heard me? In the lobby. You heard me? What's
Yeah, this is when you come in. It's what you
Wait,
see.
that
You
not
know
OG? Let me see that rug. Wait, hold up, OG. Let me see that rug.
what you want to see.
The rug. The
Oh, the
rug.
rug.
Let me see the rug. Man, come on, man. I'm very fashionable myself, so I pay attention to the details. You
Right.
understand? I pay
Hey,
attention to like that picture on the wall.
and I want to show you like when I say brand, we talking about branding. Man, I got it in rocks, bro. I got
Let's
a
go.
logo in rocks.
Let's go. Let's go. This is what Brand Week 3 is all about. This is what
Branding.
Brand Week 3 is all about. Let's go. Let's go, man. I salute that. I salute that. All right. You say God is good, right? You got
Yeah,
your name is holy, biblical, right?
yeah,
But you walked away from the church for a minute, right? What brought
yeah. I
you
did.
back to the church? What brought you back? Why exactly 3 away? And what brought you back to the church, okay?
Well, I would say what I did was I was in the church so hard as a child. Um, every day, mom make every Sunday, mama making you go to church, and
Make
I was
make
like
it.
when I got old enough. I didn't have to listen to mom like that, so I just went opposite way. I just got tired of that church situation, church scene, and I just went out in the world and got my ass kicked and got tired of getting my ass kicked. And then I was like, I had to go back to God, and that's what got me back
Yeah,
to. It made me get closer to Him, losing a lot of stuff, losing people, losing money, just taking a lot of L's. And I just say, you know what? It ain't my will, it's thy will. So I was like, God, just leave me. I got this studio basically after closing the club and being out
well,
out.
wait. Let me ask the question first. Let me ask the question, right? You was maintaining the club, successful club, making money, right? It
Right.
wasn't enough for you. It wasn't enough. Why wasn't it enough? And what exactly did you do after that?
I'm sorry, bro. I couldn't hear the last thing.
You can hear me now? Chick?
Yeah, I can hear you. What you say?
It wasn't enough for you, right? Why,
Nah,
why, why exactly were you not satisfied? And what did you do right after you said you closed the club down? What did you do right after that?
basically, I sold. I was able to sell the club back to the owner of the property. I had a lease with the owner of the property,
Wait.
and
Now take me through that because you were paying the owner.
okay, well, initially when I got the club, there was another owner of that business, and he wanted to sell the business, but at the same time, in South Carolina, a liquor license does not transfer, so I couldn't use that same license. I had to get a whole new license, and I didn't want to go through that. I wanted a turnkey business, so I just wanted to come in, change some stuff around, and go to work. So what we had to come up with was a management agreement, whereas I managed the club and it was still under the same ownership, but I was paying him to use his license and use his business license and his liquor license. But I just renamed the club, so it's like a DBA under my name, and I used, I changed the name on the marquee and all of that, and I did that for a while. And after after a year of me starting to win and make money, the guy tried to pull a little fast one on me and tried to take it back from me, and it just didn't work that way. I wound up buying him all the way out. And then that way I had to get my own liquor license, my own name. I did all that and worked directly with the landlord. So I didn't have to go through this middle guy, because me and the landlord wound up getting to know each other through another mutual friend. And the landlord was like, this guy wasn't even paying him the rent.
Look
So he
at
was going
go.
to kick him out anyway.
Look at go.
Huh?
Look at go.
Look at God, right? So when I did my lease, it was a 5-year lease with the landlord. Hey, I got it 5 years, and I ran it for like maybe 3.5, 4, and I still had another year on the lease. And of course, I came in, I raised the property value by having a successful business. So when I decided to leave, I did a deal with the landlord, and he bought my final year out, and he was able to just do whatever he wanted with it. So I took some of the money that I had made from that deal, and I went out to live, just live off that money, but still thinking I'm bringing in the same kind of income. And eventually that dwindled away because I wasn't doing anything to bring money in. So
Now
I had to
stop
go
right
through
there.
a hard
Stop right
time.
there. Stop right there for me. What did you learn from that situation that you could pass on to another young businessman, entrepreneur like yourself to help him through that situation that you got?
Um, it's just basically, having a clear, concise business plan. I didn't. I just kind of went in and I winged it because there was no blueprint for nobody like me and what I was doing. So, in business, it's best to be able to have a clear plan and have an exit strategy. And the term in business is to buy, build, and sell. you know had I sold, if I had thought about it when I was at a certain level, I could have sold that club for 5 times what I walked away with. I could have walked out on top, a minimal investment. I built the business up, and I could have sold it at its height for 6 figures, and I could have walked away and opened up started me another business. As a fact, at one point I was trying to sell it, and I had a business broker to put it out, and we had deals on the table for over $120,000. But I had some local drug dealer guys that brought 75,000 in my face cash, but I turned it down for potentially 120,000 from these other investors. But when they came to look at my financials, of course you ain't gonna have your financials correct. You have two kind of books, you know what I'm saying? And in this business, I didn't have my financials correct. So these guys, these white guys, they're not gonna buy it if they can't see the right numbers. But the black
Absolutely.
guys were going to buy it just off of the hype. They saw and knew what was going on. So if I, looking back, I should have took that 75,000 because I came in with shit, maybe $10,000. Be real, I didn't have a large investment coming into it. I built it.
That's like
So I should have.
120% profit.
Yeah, I should have took the money that was in my face. Like they said, a bird in the hand is worth two in a bush. I should have took that money, But at the same time, the thought process I was in and the people that was around me, I'd have took that money. I would have made a big mistake with it because my mentality wasn't right then. I still had people around me who was not real, and I probably
God
would
was
have
still
invested in
working
them.
on it. God was still working on it.
Exactly. So he made no mistakes. He just prepared me for where I'm at now.
Your father's work ethic has something to do with your hustle too. What exactly was it about your father's work ethic that kind of grew that beast inside you as well?
Man, basically, man, my father was like the epitome of a strong black man. They called him boss man. Like, he worked a job, he had a boss, but when he came home, he was the king of the hill. Literally, he was the king of the hill, our little neighborhood. He ran the neighborhood, but it was out of respect. You know what I'm saying? He was a God-fearing man, hard-working man, and he just was respected. People called him boss man. I grew up hearing boss man, boss man. And it just does my heart good to me to hear that today. People call me that now, So I saw a man work hard and had integrity and just did good business and just had respect, So his name got me in place. Oh, that's Joe Ellis' son. That's Joe Ellis' boy. You know what I mean? And that just always made me want to move that way. I wanted people to have respect for me. So my son can move just off the strength of my name. So I move with integrity to this day because of that. And I seen how he moved and how he was a hustler. He'll come home, he'll cut wood and sell wood, firewood in the winter. He planted fruits and I mean, watermelons, corn, vegetables. He sold that type of
Entrepreneur.
stuff. Huh?
Entrepreneur. Is he
Yeah, he was
still
an
living?
entrepreneur, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he had a 6th grade education. You know what I'm saying? Was not book smart, but he was out there hustling. He was working. And we kind of clashed a lot because he wanted me to be like that. He wanted me to work hard and get dirty. But I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be dirty. I want to work with my mind. And he didn't believe in the education because when he grew up, that wasn't a
Believe,
big
man.
thing. Yeah, you see the
Believe,
fingernails.
man.
You see them fingernails, baby?
I, I got a similar. You said, we're gonna leave my story to my
Oh
story, right?
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We
So
talked about. Oh, my bad, my bad. Is he still living?
now he unfortunately he actually died 1 month after he came to see me graduate from college. So that following month he died of a heart attack.
We gonna hold a moment of silence for Pop. You heard me?
For sure.
We talked about you briefly. Did you have any misconceptions before you jumped in the game that you quickly found out you had the game fucked up? You told me you couldn't have any misconceptions because you were visionary. Ah,
Hello? Hello? Hello?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
All right, my screen just went blank. My bad, man. I'm
yeah,
back though, right? You can hear you can hear and see me, correct?
I got you. You back.
All right, man. We live, y'all. So y'all gotta deal with the technical difficulties. My bad, you know what I'm saying? I asked you before, did you have any misconceptions? We talked briefly about that. And you said, well, the question was, did you have any misconceptions about anything you were doing before you jumped in? That when you jumped in, you realized you had the game fucked up. You told
Well,
me you couldn't
I
have any misconceptions because you was a visionary. Could you elaborate on that?
well, I wanna reframe on that because I at the when I talked to you earlier, I didn't have any. I said I didn't, but I can remember instance like me getting, going to school. I always wanted to, most black men want to run a club. Let's be real. That's just one of our dreams, right? And I talked to people about it, and a lot of people told me like a liquor license is gonna cost 25,000, 30,000. So it used to scare me about going into that business. But when I realized, when I really went into it, I went to apply for my own liquor license, it was really $2,500. So that taught me, don't listen to everybody. Learn for yourself. You know what I mean? If I had to listen to those people, I would have never went that route. But
Mhm.
thank God that I could still continued on, because I'm like, okay, if they can afford it, I can afford it. And then I realized it was nothing like that. So a lot of times people say things to deter you to do things too. So that's a misconception. Don't believe everything that you hear. Always get a second opinion.
You showed a lot of accolades. You made history. You got a food and a stuff, right? Is there anything that you feel as though you didn't do in business or entertainment, or do you feel like you have your hand in everything and this as far as you can go?
Oh no, no way, no way. Oh, something else I meant to tell you about. We just
Mhm.
recently put out a book. This is a book about Pro Tools. Like I got my engineer to write a book, and it's teaching people how to, if you want to learn Pro Tools and engineering. So we teaching the
Where
game
can
now.
you find that?
Huh?
Can you put that in the comments where we can find it at, and tell us where we can find that book at?
Okay, it's on Amazon. It's called Mastering the Mix, a comprehensive guide to Pro Tools. No, it's an accelerated roadmap to Pro Tools comprehension. V12 Mastering the Mix. And it's on Amazon.com, and we got hard copies here at the studio. So,
And I can get in contact with you to get a hard copy. When we get off here, make sure you
of
drop the
course,
link to make sure you drop the link to everything. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
But how can they contact you? You said y'all got hard copies at the studio. How can they contact you if they want one mailed to them?
Our phone number 803-888-6086, or you can visit our website at v12worldwide.com.
Make sure you drop all that in the comments. You heard me? How much is the book?
$20. The
That's
hard
it.
copy,
That's it.
hard copy is 20, but on the ebook is 15.
Right. Okay. Okay. Maintaining, building, and maintaining not only a business or a brand, but a successful business or a successful brand. Um, is it a difficult thing? Does that happen overnight?
Oh no, man. We're embarking on our 10th year in business. And the first couple of years was just survival mode, man. It's trying to survive, make it through the next month, figure out, getting the proper help, finding quality engineers. That's not an easy thing, you know. Just figuring out who, finding our niche. Because when I came into the game, I honestly didn't feel like I had a chance, because we had studios that had bigger facilities, $1 million setups, real like knowledgeable engineers that had experience, big names. Like I was like, how can I compete with these guys? I don't got the best equipment. I don't got the best engineers. I don't got the name. But what I do have is a tenacious appetite for winning. And I know I could out hustle these guys. I know I could out market these guys. I know I could create an experience for the client that was unmatched in this game. And that's what gave me an advantage, doing what the others wasn't doing. And that's how I came and found my niche. And now I'm the #1 studio in my market. I'm the industry leader right now. But it was not overnight. It took some bumps and bruises, and I had to learn. But, you know, I knew that God put me here. And I knew he was going to take me where I needed to be because he put me here. This was
All
not
right,
not something I chose.
OG. This my artist I was telling you about. Ice Nino from Ice Sierra Leone. You know what I'm saying? So I need you
Yeah,
to tap in with him. He has an African artist as well, Ice, and we
yeah,
gonna collaborate on something.
yeah.
This is
Tell him
Levy right
look
here.
up V12 Steph.
This
You
one
heard
of
me?
my sponsors with yeah V
Listen
what he look up? Listen Ice.
to that name, V12
V12
Steph.
Step. Go look that up right now, Ice. Go look him up right now, Ice. This is my one of my sponsors. That's Levy. He do some stuff that you was talking about with the consulting and all of that. You know what I'm saying? He also has a studio, New Breed Studio. You see what I'm saying? So that's another connect. He say I'm right here. I say he right here. I can hear you. All right, go look that up. What's his name? One more time, OG.
I'll show you.
B12 Step. You heard me? Go look him up right quick, Ice. You know what I'm saying? And see what's happening with that. You heard me? Cause
Yeah.
we trying to collab with y'all, you know what I'm saying? But OG, before we get out of here, right? You've been in the game almost a decade. You see what I'm saying? Take us through some of the lessons you've learned over these years. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hold on, y'all. My bad. You heard me? Y'all already know it's a little up over here. You know what I'm saying? We are live. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to deal with the technical difficulties, y'all got to deal with the technical difficulties too. You know what I'm saying? But this is B12 music group.
Oh
There
shit.
we
Can you see me?
Yes, sir. We back.
Can you
We
hear me?
back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you know what I'm saying?
I can't hear you.
Wait,
I can't hear you.
you can't hear me? Hold up. What about now? Mm. Oh. All right, so boom, I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? We got one more question, but this is a mobile, y'all. This is a boat. This is a real. This is what Brand Week 3 is all about. This is what Brand Week is all about. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, partner? What's up? You heard me? I'm gonna put some respect on your name. I don't really speak your name language, but if you could you write your name in English so I could shout you out? You know what I'm saying? I am international. I got a couple of my international viewers in the building here, and I appreciate the love and support. You know what I'm saying? Ice, I appreciate the love and support. Levy, I appreciate the love and support. That's what Brand Week all about. You know what I'm saying? Networking, connecting, you know what I'm saying, with brands, with other brands, people with other people, to really, you know what I'm saying, get us as a people, you see what I'm saying, in the area to whereas we control. You know what I'm saying? Because with control comes power. You see what I'm saying? Probably having some. He probably got a phone call, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it is live. This is streaming, so when you get a call or whatever, it messed it up. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all can hear me. You see what I'm saying? I know I see a couple of y'all in here. You heard me. But if we do gotta get out of here, man, like I said, it's a three B12 music group. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go look him up, man. Beside his name is Moses. You know what I'm saying? Um, real legend, real move, doing everything that there is to do entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And with a podcast, I wanted to ask him about his podcast. He won podcast of the year. So you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to with him and get all the game that I could get from him. Probably he probably can't come next me. Hold on, yo. But like I said, man, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? We all live. I don't do the pre-recorded shit. So, like I say, man, if I'm going through technical difficulties, we all going through technical difficulties. I apologize for it. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Second day of brand week 3. And it's on, you see what I'm saying? Till the next time, you heard me? Speak that nothing general. Know that a podcast. Keep your body clean, huh? Yeah. Appreciate y'all for tuning in too. You heard me on the real.
It's Pete that not the general. To know that a podcast. You keep your body clean, nah? Yeah.
Being really comfortable with all of that thing. What you trying to say?
Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want to congratulate. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real
Yeah. I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke, man, I'm looking at the screen like he preached. Cause I was on the phone with him. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that you getting up there and you keeping it all the way phone. What them little niggas be saying? He ain't cloud chase, he ain't capping, he ain't doing none of that. Like, he ain't trying to make himself look, you know, he letting his legacy speak. I like that shit. Like, let your legacy